I'm going to talk about the case study today in regards to recruiting. Being on the other end, when you're recruiting and looking for candidates, you kind of want to know the if they're, whether or not they're Gen Xers, Gen Y, or the baby boomers, to know where you're looking for them and how you're looking for them. So the first thing you want to consider when you're looking for a new employee is you want to know what the job is that they're going to be fulfilling. That might be able to narrow it down to the kind of people that would be filling that position. So I just put some examples on here of the different types of positions that might be on a typical job description that you might see on a job website or in the newspaper. So I wrote some things like simple data entry, answering phones, strong computer skills, analytical abilities. So you would want to identify what the person would be doing, and almost would kind of make you wonder what age group they might be in. So that's what I have on this one. Okay, so for strong computer skills, a lot of times, I mean, a lot of people that are younger are going to have more computer skills than somebody that is older and might be, you know, used to the old way of doing things. But then a person who has a lot of experience might be an older person because they've been around and they've seen the business through many different turning points along the way. Okay. So here's where the generation gap comes into play for this. When you're recruiting, you want to look at the candidate that you're recruiting, and you want to look and see where would they most likely turn to look for a new job. So this case study that we're talking about, I'm getting all messed up. The older people are most likely going to look in a newspaper for job opportunities because they're not as computer literate as somebody like our age that would be looking on a career website. So younger people obviously look for towards the computer. Then recruiting agencies are another option that you could service all ages. So then this is the actual case study that was listed in the book. And these are the 3 questions that I answered. The hiring manager for a dynamic, creative organization needs to hire for an administrative position with strong emphasis on data entry and computer skills. So what would be your solution? Where do you think that, what do you think this candidate, the main skills that this person would be doing and the age group that this person would fall into?
I would hire someone in undergrad or just out of undergrad, because they're going to know how to use a computer, and they're going to take orders, and they're gonna be okay with a really low salary and not many benefits, and they'll probably be pretty nice. Or if they're not, I just don't hire them.
And where would you look to find a person like that?
I'd probably submit with a college, like a college career finding place, as well as Monster.com, CareerBuilder, and Craigslist.
Okay. That was basically the solution to the case. The case, when this hiring manager first, she was an older woman, and she was going to look in the newspaper put an ad in the newspaper, but because of that, you had to identify the person first. The person that she's looking for is a younger person that they need to fill the position, and most likely a person that Charles just described is not going to be looking in newspaper ads, so that's why you have to go through those steps first to identify the candidate that you're looking for.